Hello and welcome. This live stream is for you. This is about that messy place in the middle where you're stuck between where you are now and where you want to be. If that's you, stick around. So, this is the first week of my Mindset Somatic Reset Series. And today we're talking about that comfortable, that uncomfortable place, that uncertain place that we all hit, that I call the in between. And I know there's a lot of people in the world feeling this way. There's so much disruption in the world at the moment. And we, as leaders that want to help people navigate this space, we need to step up. We need to show people that it is possible, especially if you're a somatic practitioner like myself, Feldenkrais, or anything to do in the well-being space. You are needed now more than ever. And it's not enough to just post a few nice quotes or share your workshops. We need to go deeper than that. We need to show up as leaders. This is the season that in between, the old version doesn't fit, the old version and the new one hasn't fully arrived. I'm in that space right now. And here I am showing up. So some people interpret this as failure, that, what do I do? Where do I go? But this space is actually where leadership can step up. It's your leadership lab. If you use this space in this time to help yourself rewire and build the capacity that you need to step into that new version of you that is screaming to come out, then here's where we start. We start with regulating and listening. And so for the last little while, a week or so, I've been in that space of detoxing from social media. I was spending very limited time there, detoxing from the noise of everyone's chitter chatter, even not posting. Now, that wasn't because I was avoiding, it was because I was regulating and learning to listen inward. I've started a new personal development program where we're looking at the individualization process, which is where you bring yourself back to you, the you before the world came at you. You developed your habits, your bias, your cultural biases. Who are you in this world? And it's such deep work that I did want to spend some really quality time in that first 2 weeks of learning to understand this new process. And I was also detaching from, yet again, another trauma bond. If you've ever been in one of those, they are brutal to try and detach. So I needed that time, that space to have that week of realignment. If that's you, let me know in the comments. Oh, hi, Dorothy. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I don't have my mic here. It's actually set up in the podcast studio, ready to record this as a podcast episode. So this series is all about mindset, taking charge of that gray matter between your ears. Because what I've learned from both personal experience and the research is that when you're a leader, when you are a business owner, and you are a leader, if you're a business owner, you are a leader. You need to step into that leadership role. You take a personal development journey, and it's showing up more and more in my coaching program. I can coach you on marketing and sales and bringing in new clients and what to post on social media. You can view my storytelling series I did a few months ago. I have all of that complete knowledge to take you from not knowing what to do to building your sustainable business. And I have results to prove that. But what keeps showing up and what is really important when you get a coach is the mindset stuff that comes up. AI can't help you with that. They can help you, well, to a certain extent, but the AI doesn't have the human nuances that come up. And so I've just got some notes here. A recent randomized controlled trial published on Springer Link looked at whether people could achieve their learning goals on their own or if coaching made a difference. And what do you think? Of course, those who had coaching reported significantly higher perceived goal achievement than those that went alone. Why? Because when you're in that messy in between space, you need feedback, you need structure, you need reflection, not just information. What's even more interesting is the study found that framing your goal as a learning journey instead of a performance test made the process more effective. But not only when done with coaching support. So, what does that tell us? It's not enough to say, I'll figure it out. Are you saying that to yourself? I'll figure it out. And you go on to Chat GPT and you go to YouTube and you try and piece these things together because information is everywhere. Let's get real. Like you could piece together your business, but are you spending it on the right things? You need a container. You need a mirror or a person or a practice that keeps you regulated and reflective and support and accountability to hit those goals and those targets. That's why the messy middle, the more that I'm sitting here in this messy middle, can be a leadership lab. If you stay in the process and stop panicking, don't panic. Yes, the world is crazy at the moment, but we still need to show up as leaders in this space and don't be so shy to not want to make money. You need to have an income. You need to build your business. You need to have a roof over your head, food in your belly. For me, food in the bellies of my 2 children, clothes, and let me tell you, like so much food these kids go through. So when we learn to regulate through this uncertainty, we build the exact muscle that later makes us trustworthy leaders, coaches, and practitioners. So the truth is, the in between isn't failure, it's feedback. It's a feedback loop. It's showing where your nervous system, your mindset, and your message are ready to expand. And this is exactly what we do in the lab. So the Embodied Messenger Lab is my premium coaching program. It's a 6-week program. And recently, one of my lab students took some time off from posting, like I've just done. She took some time off. She got some clarity around her message. She felt unstuck. She didn't know what to say. She kept sounding repetitive. She felt like she was repeating herself and was not going anywhere. So she paused to reconnect, to listen, to journal, to write, and remember why she started. That is key, I believe. You need to have a strong why, especially in these messy middle moments. If your why is not strong enough, you're not going to show up. So when you reconnect to your why, she paused, so listen. She came back, she wrote a few simple posts that really highlighted why she started, her values, her story, everything that I teach in the lab, how to do. And guess what happened? She got 2 clients just from a few simple social media posts. It's possible for you. Now, yes, you could probably find some information on how to write storytelling posts. Yes, and the problem with AI, it's the base level. It doesn't have depth to it when you're being coached by an AI. When you're coached by a human that's been in the trenches, that knows the mindset stuff that's going to come up for you, and a community of practitioners that have the mindset stuff come up for them, you can converse, you can communicate. You can't do that with AI. And that's why I've created not just the Embodied Messenger Lab, which is the paid premium 6-week program, where you want to start there if you're ready to step up. You want to start in the lab. But I do have a coaching space called Ignite, and I'm keeping it free for the moment. This series is about bringing you into Ignite, coming through these mindset hacks. So, this is the first video. After this, we're going to go into Ignite, and I'm going to give you an activity. This is if you're in the messy, this is for if you're in the messy middle or you feel like I have no idea what to do next. This is where we pause the pressure and figure it out. We're going to focus on regulating, learning, and trusting that your body knows. That's leadership. That's capacity building. So that's what this series is about. Learning to lead from regulation, not from reactivity. And so inside Ignite, we're going to do a short somatic practice. If you are a somatic practitioner, you know this stuff is fantastic. But what we're going to do is just do a little short practice to help you reorientate and clear your mind. And then a really short task for you to help you show up and get visible. It's exciting because this whole year for me has been about how do I mold my coaching practice as a somatic practitioner for somatic practitioners? How do I blend the two? And it's fascinating how much what we learn as a somatic practitioner, I'm particularly a Feldenkrais practitioner, so much of what we learn, the learning and the be related to marketing. That's what my book is all about. I've started writing a book, and from writing the book, that's why the lab was created. And now here we are with this mindset series, because I truly believe this is the one thing that I can help you do and help you with watching this live video series. So we're going for 8 weeks, and then straight after this live video, I invite you into the Ignite space. The link's in the comments. But if you are someone that wants more structure, you actually want feedback from me and your colleagues, then consider the Embodied Messenger Lab. You can message me in the community or email me. And just remember that this messy middle isn't failure. It's your leadership lab. It's your chance to step up as a leader, to first regulate yourself, calm your own system so that you can show up and be visible for those that truly need your support. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to be honest with you. I am in the messy middle. And I know that this space is leading to something greater. And I want to dive deep into what I'm learning in my personal development program, which is going for 12 weeks. I know that's going to transform me. But I know that I'm exactly where I need to be right now in order to be the leader, the coach, the mentor for you guys. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope to see you in Ignite soon. Message me if you get lost, and have an amazing day.